Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're going to be teaching you how to play the Tapestry expansion, Arts and Architecture. We will be including a solo explanation as well at the end of the video, so be sure to check all of that out. Before we get down to the table, I do want to mention our sponsor, StoneValleyGames.com. Stone Valley Games is your friendly, distant game store. It's run by Eric and Wendy. Eric has 25 plus years of experience in the military, during which time he played a lot of solo gaming. And so Stone Valley Games has a passion for solo gaming and has a focus on that, but it's not the only thing they do. They also have all the new hotness, lots of the old classics. They have everything from, from Azul all the way to war games to Magic the Gathering. Everything that you might want to scratch that tabletop itch, they've got it. They also have a loyalty program for return customers, so be sure to check that out. And then, of course, they always support the military. If you are currently overseas in the military, you have an AA, AE, or AP address, they'll ship to you for free. So be sure to check all of that out. Go over to StoneValleyGames.com. There's a link in the description below. Now let's get down to the table and I'm going to teach you how to play Arts and Architecture. To initially integrate Arts and Architecture into Tapestry, shuffle the new Civ mats, the new Tapestry cards, and the new technology cards into the original components. If you have another expansion that came with landmark cards, shuffle all the new landmark cards in with those. Do not shuffle in the new advanced capital city mats with the old ones. When playing future games of Tapestry, if you decide not to include the Arts and Architecture track and inspiration tiles, you don't need to separate out the other components that were just shuffled in to the original components. Instead, if a tech card, Tapestry card, or Civ mat is drawn that has to do with the Arts track, immediately discard it and draw another. Tapestry cards that are specific to the Arts and Architecture track are marked with this symbol to make it easy to quickly notice. Now let's discuss the changes to setup when using Arts and Architecture. When setting up the game board, add the Arts and Architecture track to the table. It is a 5th advancement track. Next to it, shuffle a deck of Masterpiece cards and then reveal 3. Replace the original Science D12 with the new D20. During the Civilization mat step, each player receives a random advanced capital city mat along with their civilization mats. After looking at the advanced capital city, they may choose to replace their previously selected capital city mat if they wish. This selection happens simultaneously with the civilization mat selection, as some of the advanced capital cities may work better with certain civilizations than others. As with the other advancement tracks, during the player token step of the setup, each player places one of their player tokens on the Arts track. Each player takes a set of 4 unique inspiration tiles and keeps them within their reach, but not on their income mats yet. After selecting the first player at the end of regular setup, the player going last draws landmark cards equal to the number of players. They then will select one and pass the others counterclockwise. The next person will choose one from what remains, and this will continue until each player has one. Each player places the corresponding landmark miniature on the landmark card. If there were any remaining landmark cards, they would form a shuffled landmark deck. During the game, at the end of a player's turn, if they have accomplished the goal listed on their landmark card, they gain the landmark and place it in their capital city. And that completes the setup. Now let's take a look at the new icons that you'll find on the Arts track. This icon indicates the player can gain an income building of their choice. This is the Create symbol. Player can gain one of the 3 face-up Masterpiece cards of their choice. The player may also choose to just take the top card from the deck. This symbol is the Inspire symbol. This allows the player to place an inspiration tile on their income mat, covering the relevant income track. This is the Broadcast symbol. It allows the player to gain the benefit of one of their Masterpiece cards. This symbol allows you to discard all revealed Masterpiece cards and replace them from the deck. This symbol allows the player to score 1 victory point for each of their income buildings. And this symbol allows the player to gain the benefit of up to 3 Masterpiece cards that belong to them or to their neighbor. Anytime a player creates a masterpiece, it should be immediately replenished. Place the selected masterpiece card on the Maker of Fire slot on your income mat. Multiple Masterpiece cards can be placed there in a stack, revealing the benefits at the top of each card. Masterpiece card benefits are gained at the beginning of each of your income turns. This is, of course, in addition to any benefits gained through the broadcast benefit. Masterpiece cards feature a few new icons. This is to gain 1 victory point per completed column, and this is to gain 1 victory point per completed row. It's important to realize this does not count as scoring your capital city, so it does not trigger abilities such as Swamp and Urban Planners. This allows you to conquest an adjacent, empty territory. This symbol allows you to upgrade a tech card. This tech card cannot be upgraded more than once this turn, so if you upgrade it using this ability, you cannot upgrade it again during the Upgrade 1 tech card step of your income turn or via a Civ ability. Now let's briefly discuss inspiration tiles. As we said, each player begins with a set of 4 unique inspiration tiles in their personal supply. And whenever you gain the Inspire benefit, you choose one and place it on the matching income track on your income mat. It's important to keep in mind that income buildings will remain in their original positions on the tile. Also, you can never place an inspiration tile on a track that it doesn't match. Several of the new Tapestry cards have continuous abilities that begin their effect when played and apply throughout the rest of the game. Continuous abilities cannot be copied with things such as espionage. Some new Tapestry cards feature building plots like this one. Buildings can be placed on these cards as if it was your capital city, and they score as if they were in your capital city. Landmarks may even be placed on these cards. And as usual, they may extend beyond the card's grid. If an effect were to cause this Tapestry card to be covered, all buildings on it would be discarded. Discarded buildings will not be scored when looking at the buildings in your capital city. Among the new tech cards that come with this expansion is a type of tech card that wants a landmark to be placed on it. If there is no landmark on this type of tech card, whenever you gain a landmark, instead of placing it in your capital city, you may place it on the tech card. This will instantly upgrade it once. The landmark remains on the tech card the entire game unless the tech card is discarded. If you have 2 such cards, having a landmark on one of them will only upgrade that one. This icon means in order to upgrade this card a second time, it requires a landmark to be placed on it. The Alchemist is a civilization from the core game. If you roll the Arts and Architecture symbol while using the Alchemist, you may roll again or you may stop. Only the 4 original icons apply to the Alchemist. Now let's take a quick look at 3 of the new advanced capital city mats. For the Archipelago, the islands count as districts. For Cloud City, the different clouds count as districts. In the Swamp, the lily pads count as completed plots. However, they may also be built over. In this case, this district would be considered completed because all the spaces are covered other than this orange dot and the lily pad. If a player were to then build on top of the lily pad, they would not gain the completion bonus again. Now let's discuss the solo rules involving arts and architecture. The expansion comes with replacements for Ultima cards 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17, and 19. These are the old cards, and they can be thrown away and replaced by the new ones from the expansion. When playing solo, remove the Grange's Tapestry card from the game. Place the scoring overlay tile on top of the technology and exploration scoring icon on the Ultima's income mat. For difficulty levels 1 through 4, cover the income chart of the Ultima's income mat with the corresponding arts and architecture income card. Levels 5 through 6 will still use the opposite side of the income mat exactly as printed. Randomly choose a civilization for the Ultima from all of the available Ultima civilizations. If the favorite track is listed as a die, roll the die to determine the Ultima's favorite track. Instead of the normal landmark setup, draw 2 landmark cards, choose one, discard the other, placing the discarded landmark card's landmark here on the Ultima mat. For difficulty levels 3 and 4, draw 2 more landmark cards and place both of them on the income mat. There are some new benefits that the Ultima will gain from the arts track. With this symbol here, the player will roll the die for the Ultima until one of these symbols shows up, and then it will gain that benefit. For this symbol, the Ultima will discard all 3 of the face-up masterpiece cards and replace them. So there you go, that's everything you need to know to play Arts and Architecture. Be sure to come back as we're gonna have lots of other great stuff coming soon. We've got a video for Doomlings coming. I'm gonna try to get a gameplay, maybe just an instructional video. We'll see on that. We've got something coming for Waste Knights, an instructional video for Waste Knights soon. Dungeon Universalis. What else we have over there? We've got Australia coming soon. Lots of great stuff. And until next time, for Bored Online, Bored Offline.